You got a choice whether to keep your old memories, being that you're 22, or lose them or create new ones. Which one would you pick?
That's a really good question, man. Really good.
So you got some memories you done made already.
Yeah, I've got some really good memories. If we got memories, man, shout out to you. Shout out to us. But we gonna have to, keep the future in our sight. You know what I'm saying?
Dope. Keep the future in our sight.
Yeah,
that's dope.
Can't change the past, but you can't tell what's gonna happen into the future. But we in the future right now. When you think about it.
Yeah, it's already happened. What they say, today is history, tomorrow's a mystery.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yo, what up, 33? Tell me something good. Everybody.
They tell me life don't come with no menu, so we're going to take it a day at a time.
Man, about time you got here, man. Light your cigar, do whatever you got to do. Get comfortable so we can get this game going.
Oh, shit, what do you need to come out?
Man, just hold your man. That's all you got to do. Play some defense.
Man, too late, man. Domino, game.
Good days, great nights. Good days, great nights. Ooh, oh. Pick your favorite cigar. Some cognac.
Well. We back again.
Yeah.
You're now tuned into the Good Days GreatNights podcast. Tell anytime I get to break bread with my people, it's always a good time. And I think this one going to be one of them ones, I say that all the time, but this is special to me because it's one of the ones I've been trying to sit down with for a good time. They say God and energy is all aligned, so when it aligns that's right, everything works itself out. You got some highs and lows in life, but you kind of still move and groove through it. So if you know me in the cigar world, they call me 33. Alicia and Harrison's dad or father, depending on what demographic you get down. Your auntie's favorite podcast host. She still be calling me, tell me how proud she is of me for doing my thing. Your uncle's favorite nephew. We trying to figure these Cowboys out. Got my dog over here. He diehard Chiefs. Yeah. We drink some water to that.
Straight up.
So he diehard Chiefs and everything. So in the sense of that, also Mr. Gerald Levert, Mr. Will Spin Your Mama from a half to a whole on some two-stepping type stuff, man. That's just how we do it. So we do things here a little different in the sense of the pod. We don't introduce you by your name first. A lot of times people may have heard that you had dreams of being a model, dreams of being a superstar coming through the city. They might have heard you was an athlete in school. Maybe you was an introvert, kind of stayed to yourself, kind of did your own thing, paved your own way. So we try to make it a little bit different. Yeah. So we do it in the sense of a road trip. So let's say right now, it's a good, cool day in the evening time. We can jump up and get up out of here right now. What city would you want to go to on a road trip?
Right now?
Right now. We was the lead right now.
Right now.
Right now. We can jump in the car right now. Me and you, couple of your partners, couple of my partners. We jump in there, get to it just like that. Where would you want to go?
Where would I want to go?
What city?
Atlanta.
Atlanta?
Or New York. Atlanta or New York City.
Okay, you said Atlanta
If we
first.
driving, we not going to New York, though.
So we're going to drive. We got to drive because we got to get to know each other.
Yeah, we going to Atlanta.
So we're going to go to ATL. Okay, so we're going to jump down. We're going to go 70. Yeah. Cross over through St. Louis and everything. Get down. I really don't want to stop in Kentucky because it's a no-bond state. Yeah. Don't ask me how I know. Just know that I know. It's a no-bond state. So we'll stop in Memphis. You know what I'm saying? Just on some cool. Stop at Bill Street.
That's cool.
Hang out a little bit. Then we get in the car, right? It's your turn to drive. We done gassed up. We done said our prayers and everything, right? If it's your turn to drive right now, we in the Sprinter. My people don't know you. Your people know you. You know what I'm saying? They've had a pleasure of being around you their whole life, so they know how you are. They know your ins and outs. My people don't know you. So if you was to play 5 songs to date right now, what 5 songs would you play? And give me a little backstory of each one, if you could.
Okay. Commodore Zoom.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Then we gonna do Isley Brothers
Who
for
that?
the love of you.
Isley Brothers?
Yeah, for the love of you.
Okay.
Track 3. Get off of that. Let's see. I don't know, man. It's getting
I mean,
kinda
I
hard.
know you got
Getting
something to
hard.
play. Listen, you done gave me
I
some
mean-
grooves now.
We going from there. All right, let's go up a couple decades. We could do Jodeci.
Jodeci?
Yeah.
What you know? Which song from Jodeci?
Just to give me a little more energy to get to the next town, I'm going to play Get On Up.
Gotta get on up.
You feel me? Because I got to get on up.
Okay, you got 3. Give me 2 more.
2 more. All right, let's go up a decade. I'm going to play Grinding by Pharrell and the Clips.
Grinding? I like where this is going. I like where this is going.
Yeah. And then, okay.
I know we got something to arsenal. We gotta rehearse something. We're going to Atlanta. We got something we're gonna play of ourselves or something, right?
Yeah, we're going to play some Jeezy.
Huh?
We're going to play some Jeezy
We gonna play some Jeezy?
before we get to that
Okay.
today. We're going
What
to play
song?
some Jeezy. Yeah, what song? I don't know.
That first Trapper Die, we're going.
Yeah, we could play that whole album for real.
That Trapper Die. Oh me. Okay, so check this out, man. Zoom and the Isley Brothers. Give me the little backstory. Why would you pick those 2?
You know, that's a reference point when it comes to music. My parents, they a little older than family members, so that kind of music was played around me a lot. So
Yeah.
that played a big influence on the music too that I make. So
Yeah.
uh,
Then the Jodeci, Get On Up. Is that Saturday morning or just a kid? Like, what is that?
I feel like that's a Saturday morning joint, but
Yeah?
but for sure, like along with them tracks, like it just
Yeah.
came along with it.
And then Grinding.
Yeah, grinding like that's the 2000s. I'm a 2000s baby,
Talk to yourself. Talk your stuff.
so that's my track.
Yeah.
Nah,
Okay.
yeah.
And then Jeezy.
Jeezy, yeah, 2000, early 2000s.
Gotta have it.
Yeah.
All right, so do me a favor, man. Introduce yourself.
My name is Kye Colors. Coming
Come on,
straight
pop
out.
your stuff, man.
My
Pop
name
your
is Kye
stuff.
Colors. I'm coming straight out of Kansas City, Missouri. We in the building. KCK. What's the deal? We here.
No doubt. So, reason why I asked that, man, a lot of times we get to base it off of different things.
Yeah.
But if I base it off of music, I kind of get a better understanding. So you said Commodores and Isley Brothers, For the Love of You, like, them is just nostalgia songs. Like, whenever you hear them, I don't care if my dad was having a rough week. If it was on, it was going to be a good weekend. If you heard Commodore Zoom, you know, later on, Big Bub came and got it and took it and did his thing with it. But it was just that it was every wedding song, or, you know, you see the old people get up at the family reunion and dance to it, you know,
Right.
or you see OG now, he on a motorcycle, he playing it. It's just that. Jodeci, man, that's Devontae. That was everything as
Yeah.
a kid. For me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted a black leather vest, just, you know what I'm saying, just because they had it, you dig what I'm saying?
yeah.
Grinding, boy, we used to be on the bus. I graduated in 03, so we used to be on the bus.
Making the
Making the beat, you know what I'm saying? Making the beat, trying to, you know what I'm saying? And then everybody would try to rap, you know what I'm saying? Everybody couldn't rap, but we all try to rap, do our thing, and then Trap or Die, man, that was college for me, bro.
Yeah.
It changed the whole dynamics of what I seen. It's kind of jumping off the porch a little bit, you know what I'm saying, in the sense of being in the element and like being some of the places you should have been, some of the places you shouldn't have been, but just outside, you know what I'm saying? So I tell you again, man, I appreciate you for coming. When you look at life, man, it's 24 hours in a day, right?
Correct.
How do you spend your 24 hours? What does that look like for you?
Well, today, let's say, like
Yeah.
right now in this current time, I work at a studio. So
Okay.
I'm either working on my stuff or I'm working with a client, recording them or their music, and then it turn into, I may have a shoot or something, like a photo shoot.
Yeah.
Studio space got space to do that. Call the photographer, I'm out doing that just for you know, a lot of things. Because I'm a full-time artist now.
Yeah.
Just recently coming off of, you know, bouncing job to job. After coming off of doing music full-time. You know what I'm saying? So just now getting back into the groove of just music constantly. You know what I'm saying?
So with that, man, you get that 24. You constantly moving. Like you said, you was working. Now you work at the studio. So you get a chance to be in an environment. You feel like that helps you a lot? Like, just being there 24 hours, like in that sense of being able to have that access.
Right.
It's a little bit better.
Right, because like I said, I had already took a chance with doing music full time. So a lot of that comes with me revisiting this point in my life. Well, revisiting just that place where it's like, are you doing this for real now?
Yeah.
Like, tighten up. And speaking of tightening up, it took a lot of growing into discipline. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if you're doing music full time, it may look like you got a lot of free time and availability, but it's just like you really don't.
Square biz.
Yeah.
No, I know, I get it because when you look at this, and it's not to you know one up, but to compare. When you look at this, they think, oh man, he got free time to do this all the time. Now it take a lot to do it, and timing and everything is important. So you mentioned like photo shoots, man. So is that something that you're passionate about as well?
It came along. You know, I got a close friend. Her name is Mo.
Okay.
I'm not a photographer, but she got me into modeling.
Okay.
She came up to me. We was at a house party one time. This is the first time I had an interaction with her, and she had told me, "You need a model." That was the first thing that left her mouth.
So how you come with what she said? When she said, are you kind of like, man, get out of here? Or you kind of like, hey, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't opposed to it. It was just like, wow, that's the first thing you said.
Yeah, no hello, no nothing.
Yeah. So I feel like I just took that on. The more I learned about it. My first modeling gig was with Lee Jeans Europe.
Yeah.
So that was one of, like at the time it was 2019. So this is my first paid like modeling gig, and it was like, damn, I got a lot out of this for just doing this shoot. Damn.
You went over?
To what?
When you did the jeans?
No, they actually came here because they had something going on to do with Kansas City.
That's fine.
Because Lee Jeans started, well, the creator of it was from like Kansas City, Kansas. And
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You just taught me something.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. So the town for them, like, okay.
Yeah.
So when you doing that, man, and you doing all the hustle and the bustle and everything, bro, what's that hour like for silence? Like where you just get to chill? Do you get that hour?
Yeah, it may look different on different days. Some days it may just be me listening to music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just probably, you know, just listening for studying or just listening to enjoy.
Yeah.
Probably eating, watching a show, you know, hanging out with my friends or, you know, my family. Also just, I may be playing a video game. I just got back into video games after like not having a video game for 2 years. Listen,
big dog. Hey, I'm a grown man. I don't want nobody to judge me. We'll tell you now, judge your mama. I've been on that 2K and that Madden.
Yeah.
And even Call of Duty. But I've been on it, man. But I think, too, I'm going to keep it a brick with you, though. It helped me stay in the house.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? I get my hour in that. You know what I'm saying? When I'm not with my kids or not working, man, or just not being outside, trying to two-step or just smoking cigars. This is my, you know what I'm saying, one of my cope is my hours, you know what I'm saying? But definitely, I've been on the game, too, man. I ain't going to hold you. Yeah. I'm dang near like the dudes that pack it on the when they go out of town, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bring it out of town, it's in the hotel room. You like, y'all supposed to be outside. Hey, but I can really play the game.
Right.
I'm out of town. That's good enough. So
yeah, I don't want to be that guy though.
No,
I will
man.
be though.
But
I don't.
You catch yourself. You know what I'm saying? You catch yourself. It's it kind of like forces you sometimes to become an introvert. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So when you looking at that hour, man, and you said it looks different sometimes, and listen to music, playing the game, and all of that. Do you?
I like to go out. Not to cut you off. I like to go outside too.
Yeah.
I spend my time, you know, in nature as well.
Yeah.
Like, when you ask me where I would go, I'm like, I want to go out there with the homies, you know, just to go kick it. But I want to go somewhere secluded, like the woods, like with a nice view.
So like lookout type stuff, like lookout, or you got a little hidden gem in the city that you can give up, like a good spot where you get like some peace.
No. I can't give up my spots. If you know, you know. I can't give up my spots. I got spots though.
Now Lookout is what's special to me. Lookout Point is a special spot. You can see Kansas, you can see Missouri, you can see the airport, see the planes going, and then if you go into the city market, it's a little spot up there where the locks is, opposite of the Red Bridge. But it's a little spot back off up in there that's tucked away to give you the good, like, show you the river and all that. It's a good view too, though. But that's dope, though, man.
I'm gonna give up one.
Okay.
Cause I need to give it up.
You can give it up. It's free.
Yeah. So in front of Lincoln High School, it's a Lookout Point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right across where the gardens used to be.
Yep. Spent a lot of my years just sitting there, bro. Just honing in the city.
Yeah.
The beauty of it.
That's dope.
And everything going on in it.
That's dope. Did you go to Lincoln?
Nah, I was supposed to, but I didn't pass the test. I went to Hogan Prep.
You went to Hogan?
Yeah.
Okay, I know some Hogan. I know some cats without a Hogan and everything, man. We're talking about off camera. I know some cool. No, they was cool, man.
Yeah, I love Hogan.
Yeah, they was cool. Yeah, they was definitely cool, man. It was definitely a vibe. So when you going through life, man, and you seeing all this, and then you think about like. You don't have no kids yet, right? You waiting?
Sir, yeah.
Do you want kids?
I do. I'm just real patient, you know.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you, take as much time as you think you need, and then take 10 more times. You know what I'm saying? Because it changes. It changes you. It hardens you and it softens you at the same time. But when you think about having kids, like, what's some of your fears of like having kids at this time, in like the time that we live in now?
I'm just real big on. It's not too much I would fear, you know, because I got supportive family and people around me.
Facts.
That would help me, like, get through it if it get hard, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
So I think my biggest fear would just be me being stable for the baby. You know what I'm saying? Having stability for the child, not just myself, like, as a 22-year-old, you know what I'm saying?
Great.
Like, nah, that baby need a life set up for itself. For me, personally, that's where I would like to get to. I know things happen, but that's the point I like to get to, though.
Nah, that's dope, man. You don't want to be no fly risk. You know what I'm saying? Because you think about it, like, people can call now, and you got the luxury to be able to grab your bag and go. Right. When you have kids, it changes a little bit. The dynamics change. The way you view life changes as well because you're no longer thinking about yourself, so that's dope. I think that with me, I was 26 when I had my first child. If I could have waited a little bit longer, I would have. You dig what I'm saying? Because of the ideal of, like, still wanting to hang. I hadn't seen a lot of outside of Jackson County or Wyandotte County, you know what I'm saying? Originally born and raised in Wyandotte County. So I had never, outside of going to college and hanging with my partners, going to Gateway Classics and all the different things like that, I got a feel for it, but I didn't really get a chance to see. I could have seen a little bit more. You see what I'm saying? So that's really been my claim to fame. When you look at that, when you look at life, man, and where you at, if you could change. You got a choice, whether to keep your old memories, being that you're 22, or lose them or create new ones. Which one would you pick?
That's a really good question, man. Really good.
So you got some memories you done made already.
Yeah, I've got some really good memories. If we got memories, man, shout out to you. Shout out to us. But we going to have to, keep the future in our sight, you know what I'm saying?
Dope. Keep the future in our sight.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Can't change the past, but you can't tell what's going to happen into the future, but we in the future right now when you think about it.
Yeah, it's already happened. What they say, today is history, tomorrow's a mystery.
Yeah.
So with that, check this out. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud to say that I got a national recording artist. I don't call nobody wherever they from, local or whatever. Everybody's national recording, right?
Yeah.
You got a big placement, bro.
Yeah.
You had a real big placement, and I'm pretty sure you had some other things. I've seen your name on, like, Uptown, a lot of concerts, a lot of different things like that, man. Yeah. Tell the people about the placement, man. Tell them about the placement. Let them know what happened.
So this year I got my first sync license and placement with the new Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reboot, Bel-Air. The music director had reached out to me and was like, they liked the song that I had and sent it through, and we'll square everything away. We got it squared away.
Yeah.
come to find out that, you know, by personal request, that Morgan Cooper, the director that's from here, like, was like, go check him out. And they went through my music and was like, we like this one. We're going to use this one. So, yeah.
So that's
I'm excited for season 2, though.
You got some stuff in the bag?
I'm excited for season 2. I'm excited for season 2 for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So okay, with that, man, I know that's amazing in itself, bro. Like, you know, we coming through the city and you hear people singing your songs. Like, just before we started, I'm wording off your song, you know what I'm saying? Like, how does that make you feel, G? Like,
yeah, it's dope. I'm like, it's surreal. It's not. It feel like how is this real? It's like I go outside sometimes and people are like really singing my song, riding around to my song, doing casual things to my music. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So coming from, you know, just over years of work, where it's like I had to build that up to get to that point.
How many years?
I've been doing music as Kye Colors for about 8. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Prior to that, like, I'm 22 now, so I started being, like, I changed my name to Kye Colors. I had other names younger, but I've been in the music since, like, I say 7th, 6th grade, just rapping, just loving the art of rap.
Can you tell us why we got Kye Colors, or is it something we're gonna wait to tell the world?
I mean, Kye Colors, Kye, that's my part of my real name, Jakai, so that comes from that. But Colors, I feel like I got multiple definitions because there's multiple layers to it. You know what I'm saying? I got multiple layers to my personality within, and you hear that within the music. You hear that within, you know, the vibe, the frequency, the atmosphere of my music. It changes colors. You know what I'm saying? Push you in that mood. So I feel like that's what, you know, that's where that comes from. The colors comes from.
Okay, that's dope. That's dope. So when you move and like you said, and you hear people singing your songs, bro, has it been a time where somebody didn't believe it was you? Like, they didn't even know, like, they couldn't put the face with the music?
Yeah, multiple times. It's like, now it's getting to a point, they hearing the song before, the music before they hear me, or see me, you know, visually, and it'd be dope to see that, because it's like, oh, you like the music.
You like the music. You like the music. You don't like just me. You like the music. That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. So, your partners around you.
Yeah.
Cats you grew up with. You the leaders of the new school, right? You know what I'm saying? If you look at it like where you at 22, you know what I'm saying? Some people say, you know, you ain't supposed to make it past 25, or you ain't supposed to make it past certain things. So to see you keep living and doing that thing, do you think you're giving the world a service or a disservice? Like, as far as how you showing them chasing your dreams the second time around?
Yeah. And I wouldn't even say it's the second time around. This is more so of like, because it's a lot of artists that go through a certain phase where it's like, I feel like I was in a phase where with music, it's not that I wanted to quit, but I just needed some readjusting to feel like I, like, get a clear vision of what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? At first it was me just going in the studio. I was having fun with it, and fun is good. You always gotta keep the fun in it. Then it turned into, how can we make this work? Nah, I had to get back to just loving making music, and that's when my best stuff came.
What do you think took the love away? Was it everybody say like the business? Was it the like?
I feel like just adjusting to this shift in the music game, you know, with really just how to get yourself out there as an artist. Like, I came in at a very young age, and what I was familiar with was like certain things that sets you as like a successful artist. Now times is different. It's like, that's not what that really means.
Right.
Like blog placements, like, get them. Make sure you getting, you know, coverage on your music. It's other things too, but, you know, solely, I feel like what I got out of all of that is, you know, deal with the people that deal with you, like my fan base, you know what I'm saying? Cater to them, not chasing something, you feel me? I feel like I was chasing A&Rs, you know what I'm saying? Chasing opportunity when it came, and I felt like oh, this might leave my hands or woo, and I'm trying to keep up with something. And it's like, nah, I didn't have to do that. I don't have to do that.
Hey, bro, listen. I'm going to be super transparent. When we started, I was chasing the advertisement.
Yeah.
I felt like, oh, man, this interview is this. You know, if we do this, it's going to be this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and I had lost track of what I really started to do it for. Because I'm like, man, I don't want to do this job no more. This job is getting on my nerves. I don't want to leave this world and like never tell my story, never tell none of my partner's stories. People that I love and I admire, like what they do, they craft. And when I see them not being too cool to say, hey, I think you fly. So I want to sit down with certain people to really give them their roses and just like show them love, man. Just show them their gratitude. So I had kind of like, but the good thing about it is I got a good person. So my dog behind the lens, you know what I'm saying? Corey, he always like, he'll tell me, hey, we need to take a break.
Yeah.
But if I take too long of a break, he gonna call and be like, hey, what's up? Hey, or I'll call him and be like, hey, boy, I'm ready to get recorded again. Like, oh, okay. Because at first, man, we were doing this week. Wasn't putting no breaks in it. But we were so high on the energy of it and the vibe of it. But then sometimes you lose track because then you start getting mad like, man, they ain't watch it.
Yeah, they ain't watching it. They ain't working. It ain't do like the last.
Yeah. And you kind of treating it like an album. You dig what I'm saying? This is really my compilation. I'm the DJ Khaled of this thing. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to put all these different people together and getting everything into the line where it'll line up in a certain kind of way. But I got to make sure it's for the ear. But it's good though because if you think about music, you think about like the Blueprint, or you think about you think about Jay's Reasonable Doubt. I didn't understand Jay until I was in college, bro.
Yeah.
When I was in college, that's when I understood Jay. Before that, I could get certain songs in certain moments, but I couldn't get it. So it'll be one of them things where you can say, hey, this in the archives. You can go back. You see what I'm saying? You put your stamp on the world. This time stamp will never be the same again. So I definitely understand and agree with what you're coming with. So when you look at where you're at now, and if you could tell the younger you something, maybe back in Hogan, and you sitting at the desk and you beating on the desk, or you sitting back with your homies, or you at that house party, what would you tell the younger you maybe 5 years ago?
I would say keep your hunger, don't get lazy, be patient, be persistent, use your advantages, don't be afraid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And don't be afraid to show love. Don't assume. Stay in your lane like you've been doing. You've been doing good, man. Good job. Yeah. I tell them that.
You tell them good job?
Yeah, I tell them good job.
I
tell them good job, but
why would you say good job? Why would you be like, hey, look, you're doing good?
Because like I feel like I didn't tell myself, I didn't pat myself on the back or give myself due credit for certain things.
So never took the time to smell the roses.
Right, and it's like something I'll try to learn this year is like embrace it. Yeah, embrace the things that's happening for you. You know what I'm saying? Don't feel like it ain't how you want it, and not even on no like being ungrateful, but.
Yeah.
When things don't go how like it don't have to be. It's not gonna be exactly how you envision it.
Yeah.
But keep your vision. You know what I'm saying? Don't let go of that. Don't let go of your purpose. Because you control the narrative, bro. That's what I tell them.
That's dope. That's because you back, man. That's wisdom above your age, bro.
Yeah. Most
cats will be like, man, I'll do it over. Or I'll start over.
Yeah.
The fact that you okay with how the chips laid is good, bro. Like that's good, bro. You embrace the moment and fall in love with the movement. The movement is Kye Colors. That's the big picture. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. But there's so many different intangibles on top of that, right? Yeah. The movement is good days and great nights. But the moments that we can't get back, where everything is aligning up right, and you standing on stage or you standing in front of a group of people and they know you, but they don't know you in the sense of like some foolishness. They know you as a good person.
Yeah.
They know your character, and they can shake your hand, and they don't. You shake some hands that feel slimy.
Yeah.
You walk in some rooms and the energy be off.
Yeah.
But to be able to walk in any room now at your age, bro, that's something that you'll never get back if you ever taint it. It's hard to rebuild those relationships where people got their hands like this. You dig what I'm saying? telling you to embrace you to come on in. So it's always good to just vibe in those things and live in that moment. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got some partners, man, in this music game that you may have came across. If you could take, let's say, so example, you working in the studio, right?
Right.
So maybe, and not to just name drop one or two, but if you could take one engineer,
Yeah.
and you would say, man, I would love to learn from him in the city.
In the city?
Yeah, who would you say?
Steve. Shout out Fat Steve, man. Shout out FSP.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's a legend. Shout out to Steve, man. Another person, I say 3. I'm gonna say 3 if that's
Yeah,
fine.
go ahead. You do a thing, bro.
Mike Summers, he's more of a producer.
Yeah.
He work with Tech. Well, Strange, but he also work with other artists too.
Yeah.
And then one more, man. One more. I'm gonna leave it at them too, cause I feel like I work with a lot of, like I've been working with Steve, but I want to learn from bro.
Yeah, learn from him.
Yeah.
It's different than working from him and learn from him.
Right.
Yeah, so then when you in that range, right?
Yeah.
And then you look at like entertainers that came before you, because really what you doing, bro, you rapping, but you got that bounce to it, that vibe to it, you know what I'm saying? Like, where I'm 38, bro.
Yeah.
As a 30-year-old man, I can show you.
My bad. Hold on, my
Go
bad.
ahead.
Shout out Jordan Criddle, man. That's my engineer. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like,
Of
shout out
course.
to Jordan Criddle, bro.
That's a given. That's a given. That's a given. Jordan, we don't want no smoke, bro. He
That's
mean
my
well.
brother.
Charge it to my mind and my heart. Not him. But as 38-year-old man, bro, I can listen to your joint and it don't have a time on it.
Yeah.
How you get that?
My reference points, man. Like, I listened to a lot of tracks growing up. I say like, soul, R&B,
Yeah.
cool. But then that branched off into other things, which led to me finding out, digging into somebody like Phil Collins' discography. You know what I'm saying? Where did that come from? And more 80s pop and rock and, things like that.
Phil Collins, that's crazy, boy. What you know?
Yeah, like.
Who gave you that?
Who gave me that?
Or you were just digging on your own?
I was digging on my own, but I just would hear his music growing up,
Yeah.
right? Like in film or just around me. So then it turned into like, as I was studying all of this soul music, because it would be mainly that, Philip Bailey.
Yeah.
Right? I got a track called Children of the Ghetto, you know what I'm saying? Which was inspired by him. Then it turned into me digging off into Phil Collins more. I always hear his music through, like Disney movies and In the Air Tonight. Clearly, that's one of his biggest songs.
Of course.
But then
Of
I
course.
started digging into other stuff. I started listening to like Sade. You know, and that's one of my favorite artists, bro.
So I got Sade. Cherish the Day, of course. If you was all that, when Nip come through and do it, now you get to go back to it and digging it. My dad DJ, so I get to thumb through the the vinyls. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I remember seeing it, and her voice sounds so good. It sounded like it was on the ocean. It sounded like
word.
It sounded like it was the ocean. Or when I was a kid, we used to watch Showtime at the Apollo on Saturdays. After it would go off, Sinbad's Aruba's concerts would come on, right? So back, if you ever get a chance, just dig in there. Man, he had her on one time, and he had the Isleys on, and Ernie was thumbing on the guitar with the rolls on the guitar, and he was just doing his thing. But I used to love to hear her live.
Yeah.
It was something about just hearing people live, and when they break it down and they come out and kind of talk to you, it made them seem human. You see what I'm saying?
My senior year of high school, I had a substitute teacher in my art class, and she would play this same Sade concert live.
Yeah.
Every day I listen like, bro, these songs is crazy. Just because this is around the time I'm like really getting into like other stuff, and I'm like, why haven't I just been listening to Sade?
Facts.
She put me on. If I could remember her name, I would shout her out, but shout out to her.
Yeah.
She put me on.
That's live, bro. That's super live. That's super live, Sade. Because I'm like I said, I'm listening to it, man, and it's like I'm like, dude don't even know what he got. He time with like. When I'm hearing certain songs and I'm seeing the videos and you just kind of doing your own little thing and you ain't scared to put your own flavor on it and be your own person, a lot of times we get in this thing and we feel like we got to change our image. Yeah. We can't be who we want to be. We got to be this person because they gonna accept me this way. So to see you at this age now, being who you are, and then even taking that break to take a step back and say, hey, I got to get some things adjusted, and then coming back, that's never giving up on your dream, bro. Those are priceless things. But if somebody looking at you, and he wants you to win, because if you win, he gonna win. You dig what I'm saying? He needs you to win. He needs you to win. He might not even be in Kansas City. You dig what I'm saying? Kind of like the J reference. It's a cat somewhere eating Cheerios. I'm going to sign him. I don't want no problems. You dig what I'm saying? Because he coming. You see what I'm saying? For that part of it. So when you think about your dreams, man, what is some of your dreams?
I'm a go with the win type of guy, but I want to do a lot of things, and I feel like music, me rapping, has been like the steering wheel to do that. For example, with the modeling, and I say closer to when I get to a certain point where I'm making the music like I want to. You know what I'm saying? I want to get into art. I want to sculpt. I want to.
You want to do some sculpting?
Paint, like. You know what I'm saying? Like in a real way. I feel like that's what the influence of Kye Colors came from. Even me speaking on art class, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was one of my favorite classes. So, yeah, like I want to get into art.
What inspired it?
Just growing up, being in art class, and like that'd be the only class where it's like I didn't have to think too hard. I could really do what I want. But one thing I understood about art class is like, all right, they're trying to teach me something like about these patterns, these shapes and things like that, the principles of it, you know. And I just wanted to always understand it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I understand like there's an art to music, and I see how it go hand in hand with color and art and like, you know, a lot of things, because these days with, you know, music being digital now, it's like it play a big role in your cover art to be right. Shout out to Kendall, my creative director. He does a lot of my cover arts. But your cover art play a big role. In your rollout, when you getting your content ready for stuff, certain kind of artists, like I want an art to be to it. You know what I'm saying? Not where I'm just like just throwing it out. You know, just to be doing it.
Do you think you'll ever do a vinyl?
Yeah, facts. I feel like I may do a vinyl for one of my projects. Not gonna say which, but my future projects, that's really where I feel like I'm at this place in my career where like, all right, that's like the next move. Giving those tangible things to my fans. Yeah,
I need it. I think because, like you said, a T-shirt.
Yeah,
so that goes far. I need the vinyl, just because I like flipping them over, looking at the credits, pulling him out, putting him back in. The crackle.
It's a different feeling. It's a different experience, bro.
The crackle, bro.
I would always go to the vinyl shop. And they have like a listening station. Before I go cook up or work on music, I just sit in there for like an hour listening to records. Because I didn't have like a record player or, you know, turntable to sample off of. So I just go in there, get some inspiration, sit in there.
Man, but that's fly. That's super fly. Because, man, like I said, with the vinyl, man, I fell in love with that. Just watching my dad and then watching different movies. You got your Crush Grooves, you got your Juice, you got all of those movies where you seeing all this different music, and to see the roadies, like, you know, that was one of my, you know, young man dreams, was to be a roadie. I just want to carry the crates in and be at all the concerts. Like my favorite documentary, hip hop documentary, was The Show, and then Backstage. You see what I'm saying?
I remember Backstage. What happened on the show?
The show is like it was East and West. It was Biggie talking. It was Snoop talking. Warren G cleaning the bus. LBC. You got Method Man and them sitting around doing their thing. They doing how high, so high that I can touch. They flying through the different things. It's an older one. It's like 90s, early 90s. But it was like when the music was right. You know, right there, like 9'6", 9'8", maybe. You know what I'm saying? But it was one of the ones, like, as far as a documentary. So I think that's good, too. Do you think you'll do a doco on just, like, putting a project together, too?
Yeah.
I think that'll be cool.
Because I'm big on, like, I'm trying to get in a film. Like, you know what I'm saying? So anything that got to do with, like, time being put into it, really, that's really the thing that I'm interested in.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So then when it's all said and done, what do you think you want your legacy to be? I know it's early, but when it's all said and done, and I'm talking about as far as entertainment, all of that, as well as you as a man, what do you want your legacy to be?
Let's say, you know, iconic creative. We're just talking on the entertainment arts.
Yeah.
Iconic creative who innovated the game when you thought it couldn't be any more done.
Yeah. Precedent.
Yeah,
Precedent.
really pressing and pushing the needle in the most unorthodox way possible. You know, I want to be one of them kind of people, a real Renaissance man. You feel me? When it comes to this art.
Yeah.
And you know, on a personal level, just somebody who, you know, the most patient.
Patient?
Patient.
You think you don't have enough?
I had to build that, man. I had to build that up. But patience, somebody who takes care of his people, whether that's family or the people that's around him, and take care of his business overall. Yeah.
So you say you had to build the patience?
I had to build that patience up, man.
Was it just more or less of like, because of the era you in? Like we teased 2,000 kids, like babies that was born, you know, young, and not to call you a baby. Like we just teased, you know, say I'm 84. You dig what I'm saying? So to be able to, you know, to bridge this gap is dope, you know. Yeah. But do you think it's because of the time y'all live in is like so microwave?
Yeah. Yeah. That's it.
That's it?
That's it. I think that you hit that right on the nose.
Real?
Yeah, I feel like that's why I'm big on patience, because everything's consumed fast. You want to do everything fast.
Yeah.
Because everything, like even with your laptop, you working with a Windows from 2001, you're not getting that same speed. You know what I'm saying?
You got to speed it up.
Yeah. So just the times have changed. So me being patient with just trying to understand things too. We're trying to achieve things and accomplish. And then just patience is big, bro. That's a big lesson for me this year. That's live. Right now.
Yeah, that's live. That's live. Okay, so I gotta ask in the sense of this, like, when you think about like relationships, whether you know, with your lady, with your family, in the music business, what's some of those like key things that's important when it comes to building good relationships with people?
One thing I would say is keeping your word. Keeping your word.
Keeping your word?
And that's with all of them.
Everything, just keep your word.
Yeah, that's with your woman. That's with your business partners. That's with yourself. You know what I'm saying? There'll be times you tell yourself, like, yeah, I'm going to just go ahead and do this tomorrow, knock this out, boom, boom, boom. Tomorrow come and you on that 2K.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, we human, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you will fall into that, but don't. You know, it's best not to. Keep your word with people, man. Show love. Like, let that be your initial, you know, if that ain't it, like, be kind, you know.
Be kind.
Yeah.
I learned that. And that was something I had to learn. The difference between being nice and being kind.
Yeah.
I had to learn it, but it took me a while to learn it. You know what I'm saying? I think I said it before, but I'll give you an analogy. If I'm always nice, you expect me to always be. I can't snap. I can't have an attitude. I can't change the way I look at things. I got to always be this nice person, right? But if I'm kind and I got 2 umbrellas and it's just so happened to rain outside, hey, I got this umbrella. Would you like to use it? But if I'm always accessible and always available, then I hinder myself and I hinder you because I'm always nice to you, which is not realistic.
Right.
But when people are nice, it's important that you do say thank you because they don't have to be.
Right.
Because you got a lot of nice, nasty people that we living in this world. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think that's live. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think also you said something good, like keep your word to yourself. The biggest thing, bro, is if you lie to yourself, you'll lie to anybody.
Yeah.
When you look yourself in the mirror, it's kind of like Hill Harper. You know, saying the conversation. You got to have that real conversation with yourself a lot of times. I know I'm here. true enough. I ain't where I need to be, but I can turn it up a little bit more and get to where I want to go. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No doubt.
I say that being kind part 2 will go into try to understand other people's perspective. Being nice, like you're not in your shoes, right?
Yeah.
Looking through their lens, you know.
That's live.
With your partner or your business partner
Yeah.
or your relationships with people, you know, like don't always think about, well, I wouldn't have did that or I would have do that, or you know, if that it didn't happen to you and you be like, if that happened to me, I would have did this. Nah, don't be like that.
How long did it take you to get that?
I'm still trying to get that. I'm be honest with you. I'm still trying to get
Oh,
that.
me.
Because I haven't been in everybody's shoes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
no doubt. So if you look at an extra hour, you had an extra hour in a day, 25.
25.
What one thing would you want to learn to do better than what you do now outside of patience and being kind? Like, would it be a skill? Would it be a task? What would you pick up?
I think it would be a skill. Because I feel like with the 24 giving, I'm so like trying to mark off all my tasks that I've already set. If I had that extra hour, it may be used for rest. It may be used for picking. It'll be either used for rest or picking something else up, honestly.
I think mine would be organization.
Ooh.
Being more organized.
Yeah.
Really sitting down, doing what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
Combing through stuff, finishing tasks. You know, you leave a lot of lids open on the cans, and you got to close them off so you can put them on the shelf so everybody can see it. You dig what I'm saying? You got everything you pouring into this cup, this cup, this cup, this cup. At some point in time, you got to close the lid so the world can see it. I got a project. My guy tell you I've been working on for about 2 or 3 weeks, and he getting on me every day like, "Hey, finish the wording." But I'm like, it gotta fit. But if I had an extra hour, and I gotta make myself have that extra hour to finish those things, it'll benefit me.
Straight up.
You see what I'm saying? Just being more organized.
Yeah.
And I think that's dope, man.
Being organized, man.
That's it. That's it, man. What you think stands between people, between you and happiness and you and greatness? What's something that hinders people? If you could say one thing that you think hinders people from being great.
Sometimes they ego get in the way.
Yeah.
Pride. And I'm speaking for myself, too. I done seen episodes with myself, man. Ego, pride. I feel like them 2 major things.
Ego and pride?
Yeah.
You had some moments where you been like, hey, I'm too cool for this?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's live, though, that you even said that.
But it's in the sense of, like, it's never a thing where I'm looking at it arrogantly, like, oh, I'm better than this. But it's like I'm at a certain standard now, you know, as I'm growing as a human being first, you know, just as a person, period. Like, some things you just not gonna take no more.
That's facts.
And that's what I deal with. This is not what I deal with.
That's facts.
And even within, you know, being an artist or an entertainer, like, but one thing I will say, like, I don't care how many people show up to my show, bro. I'm gonna give a show. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
I don't care how many people are listening to a song I put out today.
Yeah.
Them people stopped what they was doing and listened to my music.
That's dope.
So
That's dope.
it's never a thing where I feel like I'm too good or too cool to, like, you know, put up an attempt and score low. Because it's never really a loss, you know what I'm saying? So with them things, so it's not that.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, ego and pride is definitely things. Sometimes my pride, I was hitting people, man, and I talked about on the last episode where they wasn't hitting back. You know what I'm saying? But I had to learn it was timing.
Yeah.
I had to learn it was a purpose why they wasn't on. Some people probably will never be on, and it's okay. But it took me a long time to understand that because I think my biggest thing was I wanted people to see them a certain kind of way. It was important that people see them different than how they see themselves. It was important that I paint a picture of them in a different light. You see what I'm saying? So that was always like one of my biggest things, man. So I definitely can attest to that. But then we were just talking this morning. There's certain things you got to change. You got to change the budget. Yeah. You got to change the way you package your stuff. You got to change what you would do. Yeah. It's nothing wrong with it. It's nothing wrong with it because you outgrow those things. But if you keep staying here, I can't get to that next level if I'm always here for everybody else.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
I say preparation, just how you said organization, just preparing for things, you know.
No
like,
doubt, no doubt.
And that comes with organization, man.
No doubt. What's up and coming? What's next? What can we expect? Like,
New music. I feel like I let it breathe. I put a track out this year, and it did very well. I've been doing a lot of work on the back end where it's like I wasn't putting out music, but things are in motion.
Yeah.
So dealing with that, figuring out what's the best move for the next move, you know. So just preparing for that. I feel like it's the fall, so it's definitely time to drop new music. New music will be coming out September through the rest of the fourth quarter. I'm excited. I say expect the EP. Working towards a LP, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or just a full-length project.
Now, if you need me to come on there and talk, real smooth, I got the swab.
Straight up.
You need me to come through there and bless that thing, I definitely got some stuff I can say. Yeah. I can be the cool uncle off of ATL, where, Cool Joe Goody, when he was talking when little brother was in the hospital, I got that. For sure. I got a little poetry I can drop, man. No, listen. Yeah. I'm truly proud of you, man.
Thank you.
To see you to see you evolving every day as a man. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I can't stress that enough. I got one more question. I asked it to everybody, bro. Life happens. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Something was to happen to you, right? First person you call.
First person I call?
First person you call. Something happened to you.
My pops.
Pops?
I call my pops.
Y'all tied in?
Yeah, that's my best friend. That's my
Pops your best friend?
Yeah.
Hey, that's amazing, bro. Most people don't say that. They say mom's best friend.
Nah, I won't lie. Like, with the music things, been getting a little busy, but I still got to check in with my pops. You know what I'm saying? No matter how old I feel like I get, I got to tap in with my pops. My mom's too. Shout out to my moms.
Yeah.
So I'm calling them first.
You call them together?
All my sisters, like, I'm calling family first.
Okay.
I'm calling family first.
I got to ask in a second, but we're going to come back. So,
yeah.
Moms and pops, family, of course, right?
Yeah.
Phone dead.
Ooh.
You don't know nobody's what number you know by heart outside of them 3 or 4. You got some that you can remember by heart outside of those people you just named? You know the number by heart. You ain't got no charger. You can call. You can pick up the phone right now and say, hey, I don't need to go to the contact. I know their number by heart.
Jesse. Shout out to my manager, Jesse, man.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The reason why I ask, bro, a lot of times we depend on this for everything.
Yeah.
This all we know. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As a kid, we used to write the numbers down on the wall at my grandma's house, write them in a notebook to remember them. You see what I'm saying? So we make sure we had that, you know what I'm saying, that feel of it. And it was nothing to walk up to a girl with your pencil and paper and get down. You came in the area, y'all was probably Nokia phones, already getting to it. I challenge people to have people in their phone, but have people in your life you can call for anything.
Yeah.
It's important. You see what I'm saying? On them days that you don't want to do this music thing no more, somebody to push you or pull you to the next chapter of your life. On them days that when it comes to the modeling things and you like, they don't understand my vision. So that way you don't have those explosions. I'm real big on mental health, especially for black men. Men, period, but black men is important because we bottle so much up. Right. We carry a lot on our shoulders. And the fact that you said your dad, bro, I'm a daddy's boy. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. Me and my mom are tied in, but me and my dad I'm a daddy's boy. I cry when my dad, when he's not happy about certain things and I'm by myself, I want to make him proud. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. I grew up in a time where it was all about buying your mama a house and your daddy a truck. But my dad gave me music.
Straight up.
He took me over by KU off of 39th. It used to be Music Warehouse and put the headphones on me. You see what I'm saying? We'd be in the house, DJ Quick on the radio, Saturday mornings. You see what I'm saying? As he's mixing and mastering, trying to get his mixtapes together or his playlist together to go, you know what I'm saying, go do a gig. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So me and my dad got that. It was some times that I went to my dad and he wasn't pleased, but it wasn't that I had learned now, he wasn't hard on me. His expectations was just to be greater than him. You see what I'm saying? So like the fact that you got your pops, like, that's dope, bro. I'm telling you, that's dope. That's amazing.
It's a blessing.
In no disguise, bro.
No disguise,
It's a blessing. A true blessing, bro. So I tell everybody, I challenge everybody always to do that. You dig what I'm saying? Anything you want to tell the people before we shake, rattle, and roll?
Get ready, man.
Get ready?
Get ready.
Man, again, man, I appreciate you so much, brother. It's never goodbye.
Ever.
I always see you later. I'm big on that. May God be your direction and we be your seatbelt in this thing called life, bro. Until we see each other again, man, y'all be cool, be safe.
All right. Appreciate you having me.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Bro, listen. Every time I sit down to know I'm going to feel comfortable, it's everything. That's everything. I live. I try to put myself in the role on purpose to protect my energy, but to come out that bubble and get to sit down with you, and she like, man, he was kind of nervous when he came with us, but I think you can pull it out of him. He was comfortable, bro. I'm grateful. It's like it's a hard task. I ask the same question. People they ain't even caught on yet. I put my feelers in once I feel the person. So once I get your feelings